Hey there, how's it going? What is up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your Mutt team. Enjoy the show. Today, I am back to talk to you about trophies, how they've changed, and what you can potentially do with them. And if you're new to the game, how to potentially use trophies and what they are in general. So, the first thing we're going to kind of look at is where you can potentially get these trophies. The first place that we are looking is in the solo battle area. Legend is very easy to acquire right now. I am just at Star, but have a few more, 8 more games to play, I think, potentially. So, seven, excuse me, 7 more games to play potentially. So, should be able to get to Legend fairly easily. Earlier on in the 100, quite a few people put out different videos how to get these rewards, and people are very good at the game and use multiple accounts to get top 100. So, I just kind of aim for Legend. If you play on the hardest difficulty, you are able to get there 2 games short of playing all 13 games, so you don't have to play through 11. And the rewards did go down a little bit this year, but for the 60 trophies, it is pretty solid. Again, focusing on the trophies again, last year we'd have gotten 7 for this. There are now 60 trophies, so the values have changed, but it kind of works out the same way on the other end also. And as you can see, for salary cap ranked, you do have the opportunity to go in and get those trophies as well for just 6 wins. Of course, that would have to be in a row, and it does cost a little bit to enter, so that is a little bit of an issue. Over here, you're just kind of seeing the packs and the rewards there, so we're not going to be as concerned about that. And then standard rewards for salary cap, a little bit less to enter, a little bit less competition. Probably would where you want to start with this, especially with the lesser team, and can get up to 30 that way as well. And seasons. I have not quite started my head to head journey, so I am an amateur with no head to head wins at this point. Today is the day we get started on that journey. Hope to get in at least 10 games today, potentially get through a season. Probably will not get to the playoffs. Maybe on amateur, I guess I should hope to at least get to the playoffs. But when you get 7 wins here, you get 20 series trophies. So you are able to lose, I believe, 3 games there. And as you see, as you go further up, you just have to be able to win 6 games to potentially get 30 trophies. So you should easily be able to get into the star region as things progress and you continue to listen in here. Getting into legend, MVP, and all-star, you're definitely going to need to take your game to the next level and have the absolute best team. We'll be able to help you with the best team, but being able to get you all the way up here may be a little bit difficult, but will at least help you get in this range so you can get 40 series trophies for just 6 out of 9 wins. That isn't too terrible, and then of course every time you get to the playoffs, get a huge bonus from each of those wins as well. So we are now in here with the competitive currency. This is something that kind of is very telling of what they want this currency to be. I really appreciate this. They are separating the things that you're able to get by if you're playing on a competitive level or if you are potentially just playing through solos. The competitive players usually have to have a better scheme. In solos, you can often run the same plays over and over again. In head to head, you can kind of develop out of that. To be honest, I play a lot more solos, so I'm not trying to talk down on anyone unless I'm talking down to myself a little bit as well. But it is very exciting. You can still get these through solo battles as well. So it's not like you're being completely eliminated from that, but trying to go up and get some of these rewards is a little bit more difficult. As you can see, Coach Ben is only 10 trophies, but then the collectibles to upgrade him are significantly higher. So you can go out and get your Coach Ben on the sidelines early, but it will be far more difficult to go out and get him upgraded and really help out your team. This one, I just stay away from this. That's really bad odds. I I would stay away from those. Definitely go on the for the more certain ones, especially if you've worked so hard to get 500 trophies. That is no, what? You get 60, so what is it, like 9 weeks of solo battles to get an 84 potential player? That would hurt significantly, terribly. So just wait, just double that time and go out and get someone that can significantly help your team better. To be honest, by the time you get to 1,000 competitive trophies, Von Miller isn't going to look nearly as outstanding as he does now. There are definitely some people who can go out and grind very, very hard and get to this, but you're going to be playing a lot of head-to-head games. And as you probably did note, we are in the store. This is a little bit different. The trophies are now a currency. They aren't going to be like a card you have in your binder, which is nice because it clears up binder space and it just brings it to the top of your screen. It is going to be used slightly different, not in sets necessarily, but here in the store as well. That is kind of bearing the lead a little bit on what I did want to talk about, but am very excited about some of the changes they did make here. The interface to the game is just gross and it makes me skip out or freeze every once in a while. That's pretty disappointing, but I really like what they've been able to do with some of these currencies by bringing them to the store and the way they have presented this. Again, Von Miller is more of a head-to-head player. Michael Thomas, you can grind through the journey. It's more of a solo thing, so they are dividing that up a little bit this year. So that is very, very exciting. Something you might want to consider is a wheel of coins. For only 10, if you just have some spare ones and need that little bit of boost to get over the top, it is something to consider to help yourself out also. So, again, in sets, there were things that specifically denoted Series 1 competitive and Nat and everything else for the top player for that particular series, and there were other things underneath of that. Hopefully, they do continue to build out the visuals and other things like they have done in the past with some of this because it is just nice to show what you have been able to accomplish on the field. It would be really remarkable if they continue to do so and do a very good job of that. My best thing that I've heard about this was from Gut Fox. I do mention him a lot, but just very much appreciate the content that he puts out. He talked about having a stadium and being able to upgrade that and just being able to show off your different trophies and banners and things like that. It would be absolutely amazing to have something in that regard, but until they do get us to that level, they need to allow us to show that on the field or at some point in our home screen that we can share that info as well. But that is what I do have for you all today. Hope you are able to make some trophies in head-to-head and definitely grind a little bit with those solo battles. This week it may be a little bit difficult for you if you were not in a little bit earlier on in the week to get all those accomplished and get to the highest levels. So maybe start up on Monday and just grind through some of the easier things first. Maybe jump into one of those games to understand and play it on the highest difficulty to understand what you're going to be getting yourself into because it is slightly different than other solos and challenges. But that is what we have for today. Thank you very much and take care. Thank you for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back for more Madden knowledge. There will be consistent videos up every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see them all. Come by Twitch to engage and hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care and much love, everybody.